What are you doing out there? I appreciate you guys. Thomas Miller, GP. I got Jim of Rabrim, and Thomas Miller came back. Thomas, good guy. Guys, I play covers tonight, only Fridays. Every other night of the week, I write songs like this. We need a little bit of that. Vibing every night like... You got to be you. So it's live looping every single night, guys. I got the pedals here, but I also invented the only drum in the world for guitar players. It's called the BeatSeat. You can go to beatseat.rocks and pick one up. I'll build it for you. I actually literally build them by hand myself. I don't have them done in a factory. And so if you want to have the only drum in the world for guitar players, which literally sounds ridiculous, listen to this. That's my feet. My heels. So you sit on this thing, you kick it while you play your guitar, and it's insane. Like, all right, let's play something. But guys, the BeatSeat, you're about to see it in action. We had a couple cover song requests. I don't know if we're live. I have no idea. But I pushed it back on for YouTube. Hopefully they're joining us. This is going to be the first cover. I had a couple of requests come through so far. First one was, can you play If I Was President by Bob Marley, which I've never played before. We're going to give that a shot. Also, Creedence Clearwater Revival, Have You Seen the Rain? We'll do that one as well. Thank you, Dead End Collective, for popping that one in. So, let's see. If I Was President. Never played this. I kind of remember like the Fugees did, I think, a cover of this, right? Let's see what we got. Oh, Wyclef Jean. So it wasn't Bob Marley? I guess it was always Wyclef. I met Wyclef once. And Farrakhan, same day. Together. When I recorded this album... It was done at Clinton Studios in New York City, and while I was there, a couple pretty cool things. Bob Dylan was recording an album there at the same time, but I did not know. There was like they had signed like a document that no one was allowed to mention to anybody there that Bob Dylan was recording at the same time in a different studio. So I never met him, but he was there apparently that same time while I was there. And I was set up with people I was working on for a little while, a deal with the guy who was with Jive Records, and then he set me up with people on the East Coast, Alicia Keys people, and Alicia Keys people set me up with the Clinton Studios. And so I was in there, and I'm sitting there rocking out on Something to Live For, one of these other songs, and into the studio walks Wyclef with another gentleman. They're totally dressed to the nines, and I'm sitting there on the ground. I remember I'm just like tuning the guitar, getting ready for the session. And Wyclef walks up and he's like, "Hey man, what's going on?" I'm like, "Oh my God." I knew who he was right away, obviously, as a musician. I was like, "Holy shit." And so I was like, "Hey, pleasure to meet you." And he's like, "Oh, what are you working on?" I said, "Oh, I'm putting out my first solo album. I had a band that broke it up, and now I'm just doing this looping thing, and now I'm putting out my first album." And he's like, "Oh, cool. Bring it by my studio when you're done." I never did. I should have. Probably wouldn't have cared if I did, but I never brought it by. I should have. Great album too. That's the album you heard, Something to Live For. But I'm sitting there, and he's this gentleman standing with him, sweetest guy in the world. I mean, people, when they treat me with respect, it's like the same thing goes back. This is a circular thing. And I'm always leading with the respect and then hoping to get it back. But it was a really interesting thing because I was kind of starstruck by Wyclef. And standing next to him is this gentleman. He's really awesome, very nice to me. He's asking me cool questions. And we really hit it off, the three of us. And I finished up my session, and that night we're at a bar, and the engineer says, "So how did you like meeting the, what did he call him? The Supreme Leader or something, whatever they call him?" And I go, "What do you mean?" He goes, "That was Farrakhan. You met Farrakhan today." I was like, "What? That's Farrakhan? The guy that everybody says is like this racist and hates white people?" Like, didn't see it. Sweet guy. He was very nice, very charming, very charming. I don't know about his politics. I don't know about how he is, but he was very nice to me. And I didn't know who he was from a hole in the wall, but he treated me with the same respect somebody else in the street would. So I have nothing negative to say about Farrakhan. I don't know, because I don't know about the man. I just know when I met him in my studio while I was doing my album, he was very nice to me. So anyway, that's my story about Farrakhan and Wyclef. Wyclef was also freaking awesome. What a cool guy he was. He didn't have to be that way. He was like huge at the time. This is 2004, 2006. And Wyclef was massive in 2006. And so when he walked in, he had the hair going and everything. I was like, mother, this is freaking Wyclef? And I was like, whoa, man. And they hung out for a few minutes, and then they went out. I heard the story was Farrakhan is a ridiculous violin player. I didn't know this. Like, he plays crazy jazz violin. And so he was there recording an album with Wyclef. So Wyclef was like doing something with Farrakhan in the studio at Clinton. Same thing. Like I said, this is like a baller studio, Clinton Studios in New York City. So it was a pleasure to record that album. Never went back to a real studio after that. I've been doing everything live here since. 209 songs on iTunes and Spotify. If I was president. How's it go? If I was president. I gotta listen to it once, guys, and then we'll play it. All right, let's do Credence, because I at least know. I think I know how that goes. We'll have to come back. I just have to listen to that once. I haven't heard it probably since it came out. Let's see what comes up here for Credence. Oh, come on. You have to be like so specific with this website. Guys, I don't know any of these covers. I play them as we go, but Credence. Come on, where are you? Here we go. Bad Moon Arising's a bad tune right there, too. In fact, maybe we start with that. Maybe we start with this. This is a belting tune, though, guys. Just be prepared. I'm freaking rolling on this one. Bad Moon Arising. You guys ready? BeatSeat. Do me a favor, TikTok, share this channel. We're playing covers on the only drum in the world for guitar players. It's called the BeatSeat. Here we go. I see bad moon rising. I see troubles on the way. I'm not singing this right. I see bad moon rising. I see troubles on the way. I see earthquakes and lightning. I see bad times of today. But don't go around tonight, bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. I hear hurricanes are blowing. I know the end is coming near. I feel rivers overflowing. I hear the voice of rage and ruin. Well, don't go around tonight, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. Hope you got your things together. Hope you're quite prepared to die. Looks like we're in for nasty weather. One eye's taken for a night. Well, don't go around tonight, bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. come to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. There's a bad moon on the rise. All right, Have We Seen the Rain is the one I really was supposed to play. Sorry, but that song's pretty cool. Down on the Corner. Woo, wait a minute. How's it go? Early in the evening, summertime, down on the corner, out here on the street. I never played that one, but that's a cool tune. He's got a crazy high voice, though, trying to sing all these crazy high songs. Ooh, I heard it through the grapevine. I could do a pretty cool version of that. Fogerty is such a badass. I Put a Spell on You? Freaking Fogerty? Oh, man. You guy's a killer. Sharp minor. Same thing. I should hear that, but I like that song. Put a Spell on You. Great tune. All right, what do we got, guys? We're trying to find Ever Seen the Rain. I think that's the one, right? I'm having a hard time finding it. Why? Did they take that one down? Have you ever seen the rain? Maybe you should put an H in front. It's not Ever Seen the Rain. Have you ever seen the rain? All right, guys, this is cover song night on the only drum in the world for guitar players. When you hear that, that's not a sample. That's my feet. Only drum in the world that you can kick with your feet while you play your guitar without any pedals. And you can sit comfortably upright as well. What the heck, Joanne? Have you ever seen a rain? Found it. We just have to find one with chords, okay? Guys, give me 1 minute. Late picking it up, you know? Are we even live? Like, are we live at all? I don't even think we're freaking live. No one said a oh wait, no, here we are. I guess we are. I just wasn't scrolling down. How's everybody doing out there? We got disconnected on our first feed. We're back again. YouTube day 1803 in a row. If you guys can head over to the YouTube channel, subscribe, join us there. That's where we do it. All right, so we're going to get back to it here. Cover songs. Where were we? Someone told me long ago there's a calm before the storm. I don't know how that intro starts. right, I can't hear it in my head how that intro goes. So we're gonna play. Shush. We're gonna play something else here. Quiet. I always thought this was a cool song, and I also thought it was a girl. I thought this was a girl. It's not a girl. It's a boy. A 2023 boy. How this goes. I played a bunch of you guys. Keep my hand to myself. Could just more if you putting back on the shelf. In case you little girl in need. I want something on the left field. Ooh, I'm a rebel, just a kicks now. I've been feeling it since 1966 now. Be over now. For kicks now, I've been kicking it's 1986 now. Be over now, I feel it still. In the mouth to feed, leaving with a babysitter on the cold grave digger. Go and eat the very fallen leaves. Cutting down left. Now I've been feeling it since 1966 now. Baby, how you feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been feeling it like 1986 now. Over, yeah, sober still. Just for kicks now. I've been feeling it since 1966 now. Over now, I feel it still. All right. Little Portugal the Man for you. How's everybody doing out there? Joe, good to see you. Piff Muffins, Pidgey Muffins. Good to see you. Guys, do you feel it still? Sometimes you do. Sometimes you don't. It's really on you if you don't, though. Right? What else should we play for you? Ooh, I got one. How about we play a song called One Love? How's it called? One. Let's do that song. Is it getting better? Right? We're doing a little U2, guys. Some people are like, you shouldn't sing U2. There's only one Bono. I know. His name's freaking Paul something. Paul Hathchins. Something. I don't know. Paul Hemsley. It's something like that, guys. But his real name's not Bono. He wasn't born Bono. You know, he was born as Paul Hemschman. If you guys have the Hemschman there, you're doing it. 1991. One. Written by Bono, Clayton, Edge, and Mullen.
Redone in 2023 by Mark and Spires. And I'm Casey Kasem.
Guys, when Casey Kasem comes out of the freaking retirement, casket, it's a good day for Casey. Here we go. Little U2 for you. Celebrity impressionist as well. We do that. If you have any impressions you want to hear, just let me know. Oh, guys, you come down Friday night, U2. You're listening to it. You're down in the corner. You hear the U2. Ow! I'm going to get the U2. Of course, you're going to get the U2. Go down and get Zoolander. You get Zoolander. Do it over there. Don't Wilson. You're going to have a good time, right? Of course, we're going to have a good time. Wow! Guys, we just get into it, Okay, I told you. You tell me one time, okay? All right, here we go. Let's play the song One, Joanne. One time. The BeatSeat, the only drum in the world for guitar players. You can pick one up at BeatSeat.rocks. Shut up, guitar. Disappoint you. I'll leave a bad taste in your mouth. You act like you never had love, and you want me to go without. Oh, well, it's too late tonight to drag the past out into the light. Well, one, we're not the same. We get to carry each other. One. People come here for forgiveness. If you come to raise the dead, you come here to play Jesus to the lepers in your head. Did I ask too much? More than a look you gave me, nothing was all I got. Yeah, we're one, but we're not the same. Yeah, we hurt each other, do it again. You say love is a temple, love a high and low. Love is a temple, love a high and low. You ask me to enter, then you make me crawl. But I can't keep holding on. All we got is her. One love, one blood, one life. You got to do what you should. One life with each other, sisters, brothers. You should. other, carry each other. You carry each other, carry each other, no. Take It Easy by the Eagles. I'll have to give that a shot. Let's see if we can figure that out. It's funny, but like when people say songs, I'm like, yeah, that would be a cool one, but I don't know it. Like I've heard it, but like when I was 18 or 16, like I haven't listened to music in 20 plus years because I write every single day. So I'm always editing my own music. It's really messed up, but I have no time to listen to anybody else's music. So when I do covers, it's what I remember from 30 years ago, 20 years ago, these songs. Just playing it back in my mind as I'm singing it. Let's see, we got another one here coming. Oh, come on. Can't spell. I'm doing it again, aren't I? There we go. There's a song here I've played a few times. It's pretty cool. You guys have heard it a million times. Everybody knows this song, but I've only played it well like twice. Because if I don't remember where the key starts, it's like, what the frick am I singing? But
1976, Hotel California. Redone in 2023 by Mark and Pires. And I'm Casey Kasem.
Casey Kasem's back again, guys. Part 2. When Casey comes, and he's in the process of doing an intro for the Mark and Pires show. Right. Desert highway, cool wind in the air, smell of colitos rising up through the air. But in the distance, I saw a shimmering light. My head grew heavy, my sight grew dim, and I do stuff for the night. There I stood in the doorway, heard the mission bell. I was thinking to myself, this could be heaven, or this could be hell. And she lit up the candle, and she showed me the way. And my voice is in the corridor, and I thought I heard them say, welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely face. Plenty of room, the Hotel California. Any time of year, yeah, you can find it here. Mine was Tiffany twisted. She got Mercedes Benz. She got a lot of pretty, pretty boys. Yeah, that she calls friends. They dance in the courtyard, sweet summer sweet. Some dance to remember, some dance to forget. So I called up the captain, please bring me my wine. He said I haven't had that spirit here since 1969. Still the voices are calling from far away. You wake up in the middle of the night, oh,
just to hear them say, welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely face. Living it up in the Hotel California. What a nice surprise, rang your alibis. Mirrors on the ceiling, pink champagne on ice. She said, we're all just prisoners here of our own device. In the master's chambers they gathered for the feast. They shabbered with their steely knives, but they just can't kill the beast. Last thing I remember, I was running for the door, had to find my passage back to the place I was before. Relax, said the night man, we are programmed to receive. Oh, you can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa. You can check out anytime you want, but you can never leave. Stupid ending. You can check out anytime you like. You can never leave. I like that ending a little better. It was probably crap, but guys, when you're in the process, you know, when you're in the process of playing cover songs on the BeatSeat, sometimes it's good, you know, sometimes it's abracadabra. Oh, reach out and grab you.
how's it go?
You make me hot, you make me sigh, you make me live, you make me cry. Every time I cry. abracadabra. Abracadabra. Wanna reach out and grab ya. Ooh, abracadabra. Abracadabra. Every time you call my name, I eat up like a burning flame. Burning flame, full of desire. Kiss me, baby, let the fire get higher. Abracadabra. I wanna reach out and grab ya. Abracadabra. Ooh, abracadabra. Abracadabra. Every time you call my name, I heat up like a burning flame. Burning flame, for desire. Kiss me, baby, let the fire get higher. Abracadabra. I wanna reach out and grab ya. Abracadabra. Abracadabra. I wanna reach out and grab ya. Abracadabra. Abracadabra. Oh, abracadabra. Abracadabra.
Aw, thank you, S. Coop. A plays in the house. Nice. You know, everything I play for you, it's all at 432 hertz, guys. This is a healing frequency. Every time I play music, every single night, I'm sending healing frequencies out into this world. I've been live 1,803 days in a row of healing frequency being sent into the world. And they don't let you know I exist because I send healing frequency into the world. They're about to boot me again. Look at this. They just kicked me off the air. Guys, I love you on YouTube. They're booting me off the air again. Wow. Unreal. It's freaking unreal, guys, when you can really get pulled off the air just because you're a positivity force. And they won't share you because you can send healing frequency into the world. I'm booted. Look at this. They're freaking kicking me off the air right now. I'm getting freaking pulled off by YouTube. They're knocking me off like they did a half hour ago. Bunch of jerks at YouTube. You know, they've never let anybody find the show after 840 days. People here on TikTok, you should head over to YouTube. Blow it out. Let's freaking blow it out and beat the man. The man blows. The man is the worst. Just tunage. You know, when you're hearing this, it gets cold and then it's warm. It's like it really messes with this guitar. Keep threatening to bring it in at night, and I haven't done it. It's only going to make it more difficult. 1830 days into seconds, your frequency, my brother. Freaking screw tube is right. I got a song called YouTube blows. I never released it. I think I'm going to release all the stuff that I never released to just the members on my channel, so then they could just see stuff no one's ever going to see. Like, I don't even know if I'll release that song ever, to be honest. I don't think I'm ever going to release that song. But I should, you know what? Even right now, while we're live, I'm gonna turn that to members only. Let's see if this is something I can do right here, because that song is crazy good. I mean, at least there's a couple really, really good parts. There's a part about Harry Mack in there. And I'm sorry, about Mr. Beast. It's so crazy good. And I never released it because I kind of was like, look, if you really want to never, ever be seen, you put out a song called Facebook Sucks, you know, or Facebook Blows, or sorry, YouTube Blows. And then you just like see how that goes. Let me just quickly, I'm going to see if I can pull it up. Oh, shoot, I got to take this. Okay. Give me a second, guys. I got a kid that's not asleep yet. How about that? 12:22. He's still not asleep. Unreal. All right. This right here, guys, I'm going to open this up real quick and put it on to members only. Let's see. Members only. There we go. All right, guys, I'll give you the link. If you are a member, you'll be able to see this, I think. I don't know if everybody will, but... Oh, goodness. This is it. A plays in the house. The YouTubes. And oh, look, they're booting me again. I don't know why I keep getting my signals just being knocked out. But yep, something went wrong there. Get knocked off by Joanne, Wheezy McGee. Come on, YouTube. Stop popping me off, you douche baggers. It's like really laggy right now. I don't know what's going on here. Zucker Chooch is watching. You know, some people say he's a Zucker Dick. Actually, I say that. I created that one, as well as Zucker Chooch. Those are my two. It's funny. Okay, so if we go back, I've been live 1,803 days in a row. The amount of like nicknames I've come up with on this show, it's insane. Sleep Sofa Joe, our president, current president. Joey Futon, right? Sleep sofas and futons, both antiquated, like Joe Biden, right? Perfect. And then, of course, we have Nancy Pelosi. No, it's Nancy Peloison, because everything she touches turns to poison, right? Jerry Nadlier, right? And then you've got, what were the other ones I came up with? Dr. Weasel Faraci, that was mine. What else, guys? I came up with a bunch of crazy ones, right? Now I can't think of them. Oh, President G-Hole. That's the best one of all time, you know? President G-Hole, right? He's a G-Hole, guys, no matter how you look at it. He's a really good president. No, he's a friggin' G-Hole. He's got 3 G-Holes. One for his mouth, one for his hiney butt, and then he's just a straight-up G-Hole. You have found the key to the Matrix. You're not joking, Snowball. I think that is the problem here, is that when you understand that it's all some freaking simulation that they, and it's not even that it's like really a simulation, and it could very well be a real simulation, but it's like life is a simulation. Like every single thing that we see on a daily basis is simulated for us to stay distracted. And it baffles me how stupid people are. Like I put up a news story up on TikTok, and the story, I joke about any politician that I see, as I think all politicians blow. They're the worst. They're evil. Okay. And so if I see Kamala Chameleon gets the most votes in history, tiebreaker votes in history to push through things that it's not, you know, bipartisan. It's clearly a partisan thing that's going on here. And then our country's in ruins, the southern border. I mean, we have 7 to 10 million more people here. Do you know how many sleeper cells in the United States right now? And nobody wants to blame the president? Oh, well, we couldn't stop it. We had the lowest immigration or illegal immigration during the last president. And now the highest we've ever seen in our entire life under this president. Now we have sleeper cells here. And you guys are going to vote this piece of fucking garbage in for 4 more years? What are we talking about here? Sorry, I don't even want to get into politics, but it's like mental when I see people respond and they'll say stuff like, oh, well, thank God we have Joe Biden. I'm like, what kind of Russian asset is this? Like out there, the propaganda. If you go on to like X and you happen to see, like, this is the one thing that's, and they don't talk about it like this. Elon Musk makes it a totally free platform, free speech. Well, if I go on X now, all I see is these these mentally challenged people who are saying things. Oh, sorry, guys, I gotta boot this. They're gonna hit me with a. I'll go back on. If you say that word on TikTok, you get booted. Like the other day, they knocked me off the air for saying that word. So I'm gonna just go right back on real quick. I mean, that's just like, I don't know what to do. I don't like using that word. And I'm sorry I used that word. It's really a bad word. And it used to not be. It's just kind of funny to say that word. And now it's like, yeah, certain words are off limits. That's one. But these people are totally mental. There's something wrong with them. And I don't understand why they can't see that they're being lied to, and not just lied to, like egregiously. And then they're just continue. Oh, we're going to get 4 more years. I'm like, 4 more years of like death and destruction in this country? Is that what we're talking about here? Like, I really hope that's not the case. But it seems like the stupidity and the mouthpiece of lies that keeps coming at them daily, you know, that old saying, if you say a lie over and over, eventually people believe it. Oh, Joe Biden's a great president. Joe Biden's a great president. If you say it enough, there's enough morons out there that'll be like,
yeah, he's a great president. I heard it in the news.
You're like, yeah, what's the gas prices? What's going on with inflation? What are we doing here are you making more money now than you did 4 years ago? What is happening with the economy? I had someone today say that the economy's doing really well under Biden. I'm like, what is going on? I'm in the twilight zone. I'm a real estate agent. Interest rates went from high 2s to 8.
Oh, the economy's really good.
And then they'll say stuff like, the president doesn't have any control over interest rates, doesn't have any control over the stock market. But the moment the stock market's doing well, the moment the interest rates come down,
thank goodness for Joe Sleepy Poopy Pants, bumbling Biden, triple diaper Joe.
You know, he's wearing 3 of them. He soils the first 2. That last one is a lifesaver. Yeah. Without that last one, it's just leakaroo. You know, leakaroo everywhere. Disgusting, you know, and Dr. Jill has to clean it up, you know. That's why she's a doctor. Guys like,
no, she's there to be a professor.
No, she's a doctor of the hiney butt. What do you mean? She's a proctologist or whatever? No, she's just the Biden butt, you know, the sleepy poopy pants. You know, he's there napping it out. Like right now, he's napping. Because it's late, Mark. It's 12:30. No, he's always napping. Are you kidding me? Sleeping 22 of the 24 hours a day. The other 2 hours he's shuffling around, trying to figure out where the hell he is. Oh, what? My Aunt Judy told me I'm pooping a triple diaper. Oh, I'm doing that. He just does it now. He just, well, let it out, Sleepy. You know, sleeping on the job, pooping in the sleep, sleeping in the poop. You know what I'm saying? He's doing it all. You know, double decker Joe. Sometimes they call him Triple Decker Joe, because it's piling up. God, I gotta go. All right, guys, hold on. Let me put something on for you here. All right, I didn't get to finish this song fully, so let me put it back on for you and let it roll. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go.
Things you've been doing come on, yeah, just share the love, spread the love, yeah, grab the knife, cut the dough, the margarine, yeah, you gotta spread it in. Oh, you know, cause we ain't gonna stop till this world stops spinning, yeah, oh, all the crazy stops winning. No one's about that. No one talk about that. No one wanna talk about that. No one talk about crazy been waiting for too long, so we gotta sing another song now, yeah, cause you're listening to the lies, yeah. They be telling you that this color of your skin make a difference, no it don't. It's the way you treat everyone you come across, but no one wanna talk about that. Looking where you go, everywhere you go, you don't recognize a thing, yeah, the world is changing. So don't say a word, no, just go along with the freak show, yeah. No one's talking about that. Flying over it all, I can see clearly, I can see a mile. Flying over it all, this spherical gold. From coast to coast, I can see clear. No one talk about that. No one talk about that. There's no getting anything by me. I'm looking with my own two eyes. I can see all of the things you've been doing. Yeah, the people you've been screwing. But I'm not even playing no. I'm just here to put on the greatest show you've ever seen.
Okay, is this the first time through or second? I think it's second.
To share.
Second time through. Banjo's in the house. I love it. Good to see you, my friend. Oh, goodness. Guys, in the process. In the process. All right, I just ran back over. What do we have here? I'm going to play you something else for a quick second while I get myself situated. Oh, see the phone's ringing again. All right, here we go. Let me push play on this. This is a cool tune.
Somewhere out there, somewhere in a tree, somewhere in a daydream. The faith is gone. The love is cold. Your heart is cold. Cold as ice.
I got to make a music video of this song.
Your heart is stone. You lose your sight. Your heart is gone. It's turned to stone. We can be saved. Your heart is stone. You lose your soul. it all burned out. Let the smoldering ashes remind you that you could have done something more.
Love that part.
If you only had heart. Your heart is cold. It's cold as your heart is stone. Your heart is stone. You lost your salvage drive. Your heart is stone. You lost yourself. Your heart is cold. Your time is come and gone. Silent and wrong. Not a thought of your own. No. It's all shown. Oh, you keep everyone out. Your heart is cold, 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 cold as ice. Your heart is stone. Heart is stone. Your heart is stone. Yeah. You lost yourself. Your love is cold. You could stand by a fire for 15 hours. Yeah. Your heart is stone. Your heart is stone, yeah. Your heart is cold. It's cold as ice. Your heart is stone.
Oh yeah.
You lost yourself. I know it's a struggle, but you can come back if you try. If your heart wasn't stone. But now you're on your own. No coming back. Your heart is cold.
right. Snowball, thank you, my friend. I'm so glad that you were able to kick it with us tonight. Snowball comes out like every 6 months, just like he said, and then basically a new name every time. But I always know it's Snowball because Snowball refers to me as Pyro. And then I'm like, that's my brother right there. Today he's Snowball. Next couple months he may be Fireball. Fireball. I kind of like that one, Snowball. Fireball of corruption. That's a good one right there, Because you're a snowball, you're like snowballing. But a fireball, you freaking melt that snow, right? Like, I wanted to be a snowball. No, you got freaking fire. Like Ryu from Street Fighter. Oh, you can. When you gonna know you can going, I'm going to see if I can be a snowball. Yeah, you be a snowball when someone Ryukens you. Ryuken, and he's doing the Horyuken, and he does the uppercut as well. He and Ken together. You guys, sometimes when you're in the process of doing a Street Fighter, and Dalsim comes out of nowhere, and Blanca. Anyway, you guys remember, I haven't played that since I was like 10. But I do remember all the characters' names, most of them, M. Bison. Guys, when you're M. Bison and you're doing that drill move, with the foot, that's a good one, Anyway, Snowball. Oh, goodness. You see, Snowball, how you add to the comedy with a Ryuken? It's so stupid. Oh, man. It's like the other day, I went into this whole bit about some movie that no one's fucking ever seen. And I did like 10 minutes on it. And then I realized afterwards, I'm like, nobody's ever seen that freaking movie. And I'm doing like all these callbacks. I mentioned, just like I just did, I'm mentioning all these little details of some movie that nobody's ever seen. I'm like, what an idiot I am, Like, talk about making this as freaking narrow as possible. Like, I love it. Sometimes people will be like, I have no idea what's going on right now. And like, because I'm talking to Joanne and she's wheezing. I'm just like, and people don't understand it. You just walk in and you see me talking and you're making fun of somebody who's wheezing in the room. They just don't get it. Like, people have a hard time understanding what comedy is until other people tell them things are funny. And unfortunately, that's the world we live in, Mostly everybody has a struggle when they're trying to have something new out there. Because this is very well put. Somebody said this recently. They're like, the difference between talent and genius. Talent is something that's already been established. So now when other people come along that can do the same thing, it's like, well, that person's very talented. They can sell, they can create, they can do whatever because that's been established. That's a bar. But when someone comes along and does something that hasn't been established, something that just hasn't been done yet, that is something people just freak out. They don't understand how to handle it. And they're like, oh, well, it's not good. Is it good? I don't know. Is it? Like, it seems like it's good, but I'm not sure. Let me watch and see what everybody else thinks first. Becky, is that good? No. Becky looks confused too. Let me look around. Roger, is it good? Is it good? It is? It's not? Is it good? Becky, Roger's not sure either. Okay, what do we... guys, we need to get someone in. What, Donald? No, Donald, you're into it? Donald's into it, guys. Yeah, no, let's all go. Yeah, all right, yeah, let's go, Mark Inspires. But it was like, what do we do? Is it, yeah, no, I'm not sure. What do we do now? That's what we basically have, going on in the world today. If there's 4 people in the room, 3 of them are following one. They're waiting for that one person to make a move. Does Donald like it? Guys, if Donald likes it, he wears Old Spice. So, pretty much summed it up right there, By Menon. I don't think that's Brute. It's not by Menon. It's by Brute. Sometimes you have to understand. Conjunction junction later. You're hilarious. Guys, what was the movie the other day that I was referencing? And it was just like such a random movie. And I realized that like, oh, you know what it was? The Last Dragon. Okay, just show of hands. Who out there has seen The Last Dragon? So when I'm doing this whole thing about Shona, and he's got his freaking hands up here, and he's like, when you got the glow, you know you go, and you got the glow. You know that? Who's seen that movie? With his younger brother who's got the fro, and he's a jerk. Funny though, funny guys. I think it's Kevin Hart played that part. Pretty sure. Who's seen that movie, The Last Dragon, with Bruce Leroy? You know. Anyway, I want to see it again now that I'm talking about it. Ah, Renee Woods has seen it, so I'm not speaking to to a crowd that's like, who the freaking heck is Bruce Leroy? Bruce Leroy, Shona. You know. I thought that was a Chinese movie, LOL. It sort of is. It's no, you know what it is? I think it's the people who did I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. You know, which is like, it's like Keenan Ivory Wayne's vibe, you know what I mean? And because it's like goofy, but it's also good because it's like, I don't know, this concept that there's this like the one is this kid who's like this black kid in like the Bronx. He's got a brother who's a freaking thug, who's got I think he has a gun in one of the scenes, and like it's just like a totally awesome story. It's this kid who's just like a really good kid. He wears like Chinese clothes. He's not Chinese though. It's like, oh my goodness, you guys have to see it. It's so ridiculous. Snowball, you've seen it, right? Oh goodness, you got to see that movie. Bruce Leroy. And then on top of that, you have to go see They Call Me Bruce with Johnny Yoon. That's a ridiculous movie. Probably one of the funniest movies ever, just because it sucks. But Johnny Yoon is awesome. You should check it out. You know, one of my favorite lines ever, Johnny Yoon line. He said he's at the casino with the driver, and they're in there and they're gambling or they're just standing around, and the driver's like, I'm going to go do some gambling. I'm going to go play some poker. It's actually like how the guy sounds exactly like that. I'm going to go play some poker. And Johnny Yoon says, I knew a guy who became a millionaire from gambling. And the guy goes, really? He goes, yeah, he was a billionaire before. Oh, what a great line. What a great line. I knew a guy who became a millionaire from gambling. Really? Yeah, he was a billionaire before. Awesome. You know? A-Plays, really? You have to go watch it. It's so funny because Johnny Yoon, first of all, is hilarious. If that's They Call Me Bruce. But the other one, Bruce Leroy, it's like an homage thing. It's really cool. Like he's clearly like so in love with Bruce Lee. So he's like wants to be Bruce Lee so badly, Bruce Leroy. And it's like an underdog story, though. It's such a cool story. Even though it's such a goofy movie, you know, it's pretty cool. But I like the Johnny Yoon movies. There's two of them. They Call Me Bruce, and then the second one's They Still Call Me Bruce. They Still Call Me Bruce is like, man, this guy's a genius. I love him. One of the best ever, Johnny Yoon, for sure. And you know why? What makes that movie so funny, in case you guys don't know, is the premise of that movie is that he doesn't know anything about karate, but he's Chinese. So everybody who comes across him thinks that he knows karate. So throughout the movie, like he cuts in all these scenes where he can get hurt, really badly hurt, and he just goes, I'll poke you in the eye, I'll kick you in the face, and he's doing all these saying all these funny things, and he's trying to be serious, and he's terrified. It's so funny because you know he's terrified. He knows nothing about karate, but he's an honorable man. It's such a cool story. And Johnny Yoon goes up, and there's this one guy who's got a knife on a lady. He's like, "Hey man, be cool. I don't want no trouble, you know." And it's just like, what a freaking awesome idea, you know. To people be afraid of him just because they think he knows karate because he's Chinese. It's such a stereotypical like racist thing in 2023, but it's a brilliant movie that he had the idea for and brought to life. You know, like I said, comedy is something that no one should be out there saying you can't do. You can't create a stereotypical comedy. Why not? Blazing Saddles was freaking hilarious. The best movie in the world. Why? Because I'm racist? No, because I like comedy. I think making fun of stereotypes is freaking hilarious. Not because it's true. There's some truth to stereotypes. That's why they exist. But to be able to make fun of a stereotype or to joke about a stereotype because something's going on in the world and you tie it to that stereotype, that's comedy. That's fun. It's funny. It's what we used to do as kids, and it wasn't racism. It was just comedy. And I think there's a distinction. There's a distinction. Do you have hate in your heart? Are you trying to just be funny about something that it's like a kind of a really one of those hot topic subjects? That's where comedy is best created, is on a hot topic subject. It doesn't make someone racist to make a joke, okay? Especially where I continue to maintain the truth here, which is there is no such thing as white people. No such thing. We're all shades of whatever color it is. We're shades. And there is no white, same as there is no black. It's just melanin and how much more you have than I have. And at the end of it, though, you look at me next to white. I'm not white, dude. I'm Portuguese, you know. That's what I know I am, at least. I'm Portuguese. I mean, this isn't even white. Is this white? This isn't even white. But look, that's white, guys. I'm not, this isn't even white. This is like yellowish white. It's like an off-white. And look, okay? This is closer to white than me. All right? So let's stop saying that there's racism. Let's stop saying that there's colors, because there's not. And the sooner we stop saying that there's colors, the better this world's going to be. And when you realize that everybody's the same, we're all shades of one color. There's only one freaking color. Mental. Everybody's out of their minds. Shut the fuck up, man. We're all the same. We're all the same. Boom. Oh, so much logic on the Mark and Spire show, you know. Well, you know, we're in the process of dropping logic and getting slammed by YouTube in the same moment in time. What time is it? It's 1:00. You know? Guys, we did it. Another show, 1,803 days in a row. I mean, what is that? Right? What is that? What's that, Joanne? Joanne, can you keep the wheeze down, please, Joanne? We're trying to finish the show. Oh! Joanne! You tuned in? Joanne, what did you eat? What did you eat today, Joanne? It smells like rice, beans, and jalapenos. Was that? I hate it when I'm right. You know, Joanne, maybe next time you could consult me before you order. Like if you ate some roughage, it wouldn't smell like that. What's that? No, Joanne, I'm sorry. I can't hear you over the wheeze. Right? You got to go away. Gotta go away? But come back tomorrow because we're going to do it again. Oh, my goodness. Joanne. Guys, I'm still so upset about this thing I did yesterday. I created the funniest bit in the world on TikTok. I went live, and the audio didn't record when it saved on TikTok. And it was because someone complained about my feed, and they booted me. And it's like these fucking assholes. And all I said was that R word by accident. It's like the second time that's just slipped out, man. It's kind of wrong. But it slipped out, and they're like, yeah, this is hate speech. I'm like, I'm here creating comedy. Like, what? And the funnier thing was you had, they said bullying and hate speech. And then you had this Ayanna Pressley, the congresswoman. She was over my shoulder because I was doing the live news. I hadn't done that before, but I went live to do the news, and I did all 4 stories. And I was like, great, I got it. I'm going to drop all of this. And then it didn't get it, so I had to redo it. And it was like, it was okay the second time, but not good. It wasn't the same. There was so much great comedy in the first one. And I did this thing where I created this Beyond Javron. I created some character up And it was 15 minutes of genius, and it's gone forever. Really bothers me when something cool happens and I don't have it for us to be able to view later and witness what it was, because it's all in the moment. I don't know, I can't remember what I did, but I remember it was so freaking crazy. Everything that I thought of was like, oh my goodness. And I kept bringing that name out, and I said that like people are Google searching him right now, you know, like they all want to meet him. Like it was some stupid thing. I don't even remember now. I didn't even say that, but whatever I was saying was funny. I'm not saying anything funny right now, but I was saying something funny then, you know. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna cry in my beer about losing a piece of content to time, to some fucking asshole on TikTok that was like,
I'm offended. Let me go and report this. Report? Yep, I'm going to report. And then
Thank you for submitting your feedback.
oh, you wanted to go through all of that instead of just scrolling, you dick? Like, seriously, people. You know, if you ever come across this message and you're one of those people that's like,
I'm going to report somebody for saying something I'm offended by.
if you're not a creator, just freaking scroll, okay? Seriously, because creating is not easy. And when someone comes along and they want to rip down something that's been created because they can't create and they just could be a troll and critical of everything, you know, like they shouldn't have the power to take someone's creation down. They shouldn't have the power to be able to say, this is bullying, this is harassment. What the? You don't understand comedy. You're offended by everything. Why don't you scroll?
no, I want to take 3 minutes and go through the whole process of submitting a feedback of bullying and harassment.
Like what? The helmet voice. Oh, goodness. This is a lot of fun, guys. Another show. Another good show here. A couple of good cover songs. Right? I think the best cover song of the night was... What was the best cover? Abracadabra, probably. When it kicked in. When we got to the kick-in part. That was pretty solid. Hotel California was okay. It was alright. I didn't really do any jamming tonight. Just all singing, right? Sometimes you gotta sing it out. If you haven't seen the new song, guys, I started the show with it. About 2 minutes into the show, we went right to it. Or 4 minutes into the show after the woohoo from Zabrosk. We went into it. It's called Take Me Home. And man, I think it's a good song. I'm gonna try to make that a music video. I need to get a music video out. I'm lacking. I'll try my best. See if I can get it out. By the way, Snowball, have you seen the Star Wars music video yet? Like, what are we talking about here, people? One more second. Don't go anywhere, Snowball. Fireball. You guys remember, I'm pushing for Fireball. Ryukin ball. When you're doing a Ryukin ball, that's even better than a Snowball. This right here, guys, has 109 views. Star Wars music video. You know, when you go in there and you create a music video for Star Wars that's like cool, and they show it to 109 people in the world, you give them the old you know what I'm saying? You tell them, you go take that and stuff it up your ass. All right? You put up your hiney butt. You start talking like that, there's threatening words, you know? You gotta lay out the law, though. You see someone walking, you give them an elbow in the fotch. Look, I told you, you know? I give you a heads up. You're welcome. Usually you have to say you're welcome. A plays. Watch that movie, Leave the World Behind. Yes, indeed. In fact, guys, remember, you can leave the world behind by watching Batmark versus Supermark or Three's Company, The Breakup Artist. I have 9 feature films. The Johnny Depp and Amber Heard movie was pretty freaking funny. I'm going to quickly give you guys something else here just in case you feel like watching any of my stupid, crazy feature films. There are 9 of them. Pretty nuts. Johnny Depp and Amber. I'll read them off for you. You have Johnny and Amber, The Fairy Tale Nightmare, The Wolf of Crypto, Supermark versus Batmark, probably one of the best movies. I just didn't do any zooming in and out of those. I wish I did. Three's Company, The Breakup Artist, same thing. I wish I did a zoom in and out on that one. Renaissance Man Christmas Story, guys. I forgot. That was last year. I did them on Christmas Eve. I created that. Or a couple days before Christmas. that one we should maybe watch. I don't remember if it's good or not. Worst Coach Ever could be one of the best movies I've ever done. I liked Worst Coach Ever. And of course the Donald Trump show movies there. You guys can see that. I'm giving you guys the playlist. You could watch whatever you want. Okay? I would suggest the Worst Coach Ever, though. It's probably one of the best movies that I've done. Yes, A-Plays. There's so much music. I have to tell you that this is one of the crazy things. There are the first two albums I did like some 15, 18-minute songs. But when I broke into like album 3 on, they're 5 minutes, 7 minutes. But like I don't know if there's a bad song. Like there's great songs and there's good songs. But I don't think there's a bad song. But I don't know because I'm the writer. But I'm also a guy who's not really taking a pen out to write it. Everything you hear was created live in the moment here, like you've been hearing. So when you hear something, you're like, wow, that hit. Remember, I created that in the actual moment. And it wasn't something that was preordained. It was something that needed to take place because there is no script here. So I had to do something in that moment. So when the music takes me somewhere and I allow, that's what happens. And there's 209 of them. That last album I put out, Singularity, I think is... It's funny, but each album I put out, the last like 7 albums, I was like, each time we listened through all the songs, I'm like, oh my goodness, that's my favorite album. And then the next one, I'm like, oh my goodness, that's my favorite album. I say Singularity is my favorite album right now because that's the most recent album I put out. But if I was to play the Anything album, that's fire. The Renaissance Man, there's 16 albums, guys. And we got to put a new one out because I'm just overflowing here with all kinds of stuff sitting in the chat, in the queue, ready to be dropped, you know? Plus songs that, oh man, that didn't make the cut for Singularity. Like Never Give Up, probably one of the best songs ever if you don't want to give up, you know, on something. Listen to Never Give Up. That song will get you going. Oh, goodness. The Meteor. Yes. A-Plays. I have to record that one and do a real... You know what? I'm trying to get all my audio equipment set up here so I can actually record multi-track. And if I do that, I'll put out an actual sick version of Meteor. That's a really awesome song. I mean, I don't have to do it that way, but I really want to start multi-tracking instead of just rocking and rolling. You know what I mean? Am I still live over here? Yes. That's the other thing. Everything that you've heard there's no multi-track. I'm not able to take my vocals and bring them louder. I'm not able to take the guitar and bring it lower or anything like that. I have to take whatever's coming through, and that's it. I could add a little EQ, but that's it. I'm doing the absolute most. Yeah, you're not kidding. You're not kidding. That's why I really need someone to help me with the editing. Say, look, Mark, just keep creating. We'll take this. We'll take that 36-minute thing you dropped. We'll go through and do what you usually do, which is pull out the stuff that's and just keep the stuff that's fire and just drop it, make it all work. We'll make it all work for you. Okay, good. We're good to go. And then I could just keep creating. That would be amazing. So we'll see. You never know. If that ever is a possibility, you guys will be the first to know because I will have 37 albums out and not 16. You know? Oh, goodness. Until tomorrow, let me see who's here. I got to say goodnight to you. I do appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for kicking it with me. And I do think tomorrow is going to be another ridiculous show. That's the other thing. I feel like we one up every day. I would say my classic response, or I'd say more of my life experience for this show is I show up every day trying to put on a better show than yesterday. That's what I do. Yesterday's show, 2 days ago, I wrote 3 songs. Yesterday was a great show, but every day is a great show. And when I show up the next day, I'm like, I'm going to take a freaking flamethrower, a Ryukin ball, to last night's show. And tonight's just going to be so much better than last night. But while my mind is saying that, like, it's like God and the God double-sided, And God's like, yeah, but tomorrow you're taking out the C4. And I'm like, yeah. So that's the reality here. Every day I show up, I'm trying to one-up myself. I don't have any competition. It's not like I'm like, oh, I'm competing against this other songwriter who writes songs live in the moment. Like, I don't know anybody else who's doing this. I don't know anybody else who invented the only drum in the world for guitar players and then patented it. There's literally only one person that can do that. You know, got the patent. It means now you can't.
I have this idea of a drum you could kick while you play your guitar.
Done. Oh, goodness. But somebody's going to try, you know. I got an idea. You don't, dummy. Go get a new idea. The 2 streams on YouTube are about amount 1 minute and 30 seconds apart. Oh, really? So I wonder what happened. I mean, I don't know if there was a CME, or if there was something else. YouTube just, you know, creating havoc. But clearly, we were knocked off on the first feed, and we've been somewhat okay. I don't know how laggy it was. It seemed like it lagged from here and there. I have a feeling it's the CME stuff. I've been seeing a lot of stuff from Wage and Planet X. My buddy Scott, I've seen a couple things he's been posting about lots of flares coming off the sun. So, I don't know. The sun, scary. So, if you are here, Bradley, you rock. I will say goodnight to you. And tomorrow, we're going to kick it. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Oh, guys, by the way, I took four pieces of content that were in my video section that were not released yet, and I made them just available to the channel subscribers and members. So if you happen to be a member of this platform, you're going to be able to watch those 4 pieces of content that nobody else on planet Earth gets to see. I don't know if I'm going to release them, so that makes it even cooler. Maybe I will, but I'm not sure. 2 of them already are on an album, I'm pretty sure, but I never released the songs. So you get access to those. And then, you know, that YouTube Blows song is like, that one's pretty fire. You want to go check that out. There's a little part there that's like, you should clip, because you have the ability on YouTube to clip things, and you can share them, or you can just post them. And just, there's one part where you hear me talking about the Mr. Beast. There's a rap there that's like, ooh. It's like a sing rap. It's pretty cool. Anyway, guys, you're awesome. Let me see if I can get that chat open here. Why we're trying to find the chat? You know?
Monday.com has definitely changed and improved the way we work.
Sure it has. Oh, goodness. Let's see who's here with me. A plays Bradley Smith, Pamela Swan. We got Renee Woods in the house tonight, guys. S. Coop, Snowball stay till the end. Ryukin, don't forget, you got to do a fireball next time. Or you could just come in as Ryukin, you know? Or you can... And then Ken. Either that or just do the Blanca thing and electrocute the hell out of somebody. You know, you could do that too. Virginia and Wharton Fissel, you guys are awesome. Leisure number Sevs, doing it, right? Bradley Smith, A plays. Guys, it's been another awesome show here. Another awesome show. If you haven't yet, please do me a favor. Leave a comment after the show. And thumbs up in it. Did you do a thumbs up? Thumbs up or thumbs down. They both help, if you can believe that. Yeah, if you did all thumbs downs, we'd probably get millions of people watching the show. I'm just kidding. It wouldn't work out that way. But they are basically expect some, I think I've heard. So not doing one or the other is how you hurt the show. Just like it or don't like it, but do one or the other. If you just watch and then leave, it doesn't help the show. I think it actually hurts the show. I don't know for sure, but I'm sure, actually. They don't help the show. So, if you can, when I put out a 2-minute news story or a 3-minute news story, please watch it all the way through. Leave a comment, maybe all the way through, and then let it play back for 2 seconds. That's all you gotta do. Shoryuken! That's it is, Shoryuken. I thought it was Ryuken. Shoryuken. Now I'm gonna go get my game console out. kid does. I'll go steal it from him tonight. Just kidding. Oh, goodness, guys. Thank you again for being here with me. I will see you tomorrow. Joanne, do you have anything you'd like to add? Joanne! Stop the wheezing. No one can hear you, Joanne. Except the wheeze, of course. We can hear that loud and clear. Till tomorrow. Oh, Joanne.